Trevor Phillips is the most chaotic character the series has ever seen.
You people are not very fucking nice!
So we're going to go over some of the craziest theories about him. But before we get into the video, I would appreciate if you leave a like and subscribe so we can hit 1000 subscribers before the year ends. With that being said, let's get into the video. Trevor was kicked from the military for selling drugs. For those of you who don't already know, Trevor served several years in the military as a pilot.
Beat me and you'll see!
But the reason he left the military might shock you. So after he served in the military, it's revealed that Trevor became a drifter up by the border.
I was a drifter up by the border, wandering from truck stop to truck stop, recently out of the military.
When Trevor tries to close a deal with the Los Santos Triads, he tells them that he always wanted to become an international drug and weapons trader.
Since I was a little kid, I dreamt big. You know, I've always wanted to be an international drug dealer and weapons trader.
This suggests that the reason Trevor left the military was because he was caught for exporting weapons and drugs. Trevor, being a military pilot, is the perfect disguise for exporting drugs, as no one would expect it. Trevor also had access to the military's armory, so he could steal weapons and sell them. Given that Trevor became a drifter after the military, and then decided to start his own air freight business.
I was running a small air freight outfit in North Yankton. Tiny operation. Says there's this other guy needs some hot cargo moved across the border.
It's pretty clear that he always wanted to export drugs, and has dreamed of starting an international drug business, which is probably the reason he was kicked from the military. Trevor didn't bite Martin's ear off. During the mission Caída Libre, Trevor bites off Martin's ear for not paying him and Michael, while Trevor surely damaged Martin's ear, as seen in Monkey Business. His ear seems completely fine in the story of GTA Online, which I think is a big miss from Rockstar Games. Trevor's relationship with Patricia were just a cope-out. Trevor and Patricia's love story really something special.
Talking of beautiful things.
Yes, I hear Stockholm Syndrome is very nice this time of year.
But there is just something about it that I just can't stop thinking about. We know that Trevor had a troubling relationship with his mother growing up.
You're sick.
What can I do?
What if Patricia and Trevor's relationship is just a cope-out for what Trevor feels for his mother?
You better treat her right, man!
Not only does Patricia look similar, but she also takes care of him, just like a mother should do. So when people say bad things about his mother, he gets angry because he wishes his mother loved him like Patricia does.
It's not legally fucking if you do not penetrate.
Trevor is a cannibal. We already know that Trevor is a brutal serial killer, but could it be the case that he's eating them too? In a scene where you switch to Trevor, he talks about why you shouldn't eat Indians after suddenly throwing up.
Never eat Indian people.
Also, during the preparation for the Palito Bay heist, Trevor offers a bowl of food to Michael, which is confirmed to be human stew.
Jesus Christ, Trevor, what is that?
What's wrong with you? That's just a what? An eyelid. That's probably not even human. Unless that gas station job.
Something even more ridiculous is when Trevor talks with the Winewood zombie and he gives him advice on how to best eat people.
You start with the loins first, and then the legs. Far tastier.
Trevor killed his brother. When Trevor talks to the Winewood zombie, he tells him that he looked like his brother, Ryan, who died in a tragic accident.
You remind me of my brother, Ryan. Dead.
The zombie apologizes for his brother's death, and Trevor responds by saying,
No. Don't be sorry. I'm glad he was dead. It was an accident. All right. That's all I have to say.
Of course, this could just be a bad pick of words on Trevor's side, but saying he's glad his brother died is really going too far. If not Trevor is the reason he died in the first place. The way Trevor says it before quickly saying it was an accident really points to Trevor being guilty of his brother's death. Trevor is now living a normal life in Winewood Hills. During the events of GTA Online, we work for Trevor to steal a truck full of drugs, which is for sure the most boring heist in GTA 5. After delivering the drugs to Trevor, he gets caught by the police, which is the last time we ever see Trevor. In the Smugglers Run DLC, Ron talks about how he left him to become a lifestyle coach in Winewood Hills.
He's a lifestyle coach. I don't know what he is. I bet he's got abs.
It wasn't until 4 years later that during the contract, a security guard mentions a hobo swinging by, saying he knows Franklin.
This crazy dude swung by earlier, dressed like a hobo. like really on edge. She swore him and Mr. Clinton used to work together.
This is a clear reference to Trevor, and when you inform Franklin about him swinging by, he will ask if you did some work for Trevor back in the days.
Does the name Trevor Phillips mean anything to you? I just heard you did some work with him a while back.
Whether Trevor is living in Vinewood Hills or just on the street, it's safe to say that he left his life of crime in the past, as the drug business is now being run by Dax and the Fooligans. Trevor is bisexual, although Trevor has a shown interest in women.
Oh, I wish you were dead, I really do.
Oh, I love you!
A lot of what he says sounds really suspicious.
I'd rather talk about my penis.
Franklin asks if Trevor is gay, and he responds by saying yes and no, and ends up saying if you want me to.
Are you gay?
No! Yeah! Whatever! Labels, bro! Bang bang! You want me to be gay?
Look, man, I want you to be happy and a bit less frightening.
Oh, well, that's good! Cause that's what I am!
There is another scene where Trevor can be found spooning with Floyd, who is wearing a pink pajamas.
You're spooning me next time.
During a drinking outing with Franklin, he says that he'd rather suck a dick than smoke weed, and that he has done both.
Rather suck cock than smoke weed, and I've done both.
When Trevor is hallucinating his mom, she tells him that it is okay to be gay, and that she always wanted a gay son.
I've always wanted a gay son.
Trevor hallucinating this really sounds like guilt, which she has been feeling deep down inside of him for a very long time. Is it just Trevor who is being a complete psychopath and maniac, or is he in fact gay? Comment down below what you think. Trevor killed Nico Bellic in a bar fight. We already know that Trevor has a tendency to kill people he don't like.
You don't mind? Oh, because you're a dead man?
But what if I told you that there's evidence suggesting that Trevor also killed Nico? During the mission casing the Yule store, Lester mentions Nico and how he went off the grid.
There was an Eastern European guy making moves in Liberty City, but he went quiet.
In the yellow jacket you can find a picture of Nico in a tow truck, and Nico's trademark jacket. While many believe that he's alive and hiding somewhere in Los Santos, there are hints at him being dead. Around the pool table in the yellow jacket you can find footsteps covered in blood, and during the mission Trevor Phillips Industries, the bartender even says to Trevor that she doesn't want any more dead bodies in there.
But any more bodies turn up in my bar, I swear, I will not serve you.
Given that Nico left his jacket, this suggests that Nico got beaten to death by Trevor. It's also believed that there was supposed to be a bar fight between these two characters, but since Michael Hollick didn't want to continue to voice Nico Bellic, this never happened, and a picture of Nico were hung on the wall instead to honor his death.